Hi everyone, today we're going to be talking about the best and the worst products that The Ordinary has on offer. Now, this is only my opinion, this is not factual, so please keep that in the forefront of your mind as we run through this video. You may find that some of the products that I think are the worst products are some of your favorites and vice versa. So again, only my opinion. I have been a huge fan of The Ordinary ever since it launched. I think they do targeted skincare incredibly well. What I will say though, back in the day when they first launched, they didn't pay as much attention to skin barrier health as they are doing now, which means for me personally, their newer formulations are way better, and I think that's why we've seen them reformulating some of their older products to make them slightly more gentle for the skin. I'm excited to get straight on with this. If you're new here, hi, my name's Gemma. I am a fully qualified but non-practicing esthetician here in the UK. I upload a lot of beauty content, both skincare, makeup, lifestyle on this channel, and I would absolutely love it if you come and join the Pampered Wolf Pack by clicking on the like button, the subscribe button, and that notification bell. If you are a returning viewer, welcome back. A while ago in a similar video like this, I wasn't holding the products up as I was talking about them, proving that I had them in my possession, and a couple of you thought that I actually hadn't tested out the products, that I was just guessing. I just want to let you all know that I do have all of the products that are going to be featuring within the best category of this video. I have tested them out within an inch of their lives. They definitely deserve to be in the best category. I do not have all of the products that I deem to be the worst products that The Ordinary have. It's not that I haven't tested them out. I have really tried to make these products work for me, but it may have been a while ago. The products have expired. I've got rid of them because I know I'm not going to use them, and I'm definitely not going to be repurchasing them just for this video because, I mean, what a waste. What a waste. Let's talk about cleansers first. Now, this is where I'm going to deviate from what I said earlier. I'm already contradicting myself and we're only on product one. Anyway, hear me out. So, The Ordinary has 3 cleansers on offer, and I actually think that the original, the OG cleanser from The Ordinary actually trumps the 2 new products that The Ordinary has released. I've got an oily T-zone and I've got dry flaky areas on my skin as well. I don't think there is anything better from The Ordinary than the Squalane cleanser, the original Holy Grail cleanser from The Ordinary. I just think this is superb. No, you're not going to get all the bells and whistles from this. You're not going to get that from any product from The Ordinary. This is completely fragrance-free. It does the job. It is a simple formula that is going to remove your makeup, remove your SPF, do it very, very gently, leave your skin feeling really beautiful. This isn't going to strip anything essential from the skin. It's going to cleanse, and then you're going to be able to move on to your skincare. I think this is everything that a cleanser should be. Very simple, but effective. Let's move on to what I think is the best affordable moisturizer out on the market at this moment in time. Not just the best moisturizer that The Ordinary has on offer. Oh, no, no, no. The best one that trumps all affordable moisturizers, in my opinion. So The Ordinary has 3 different moisturizers on offer. All are for different skin types. If you have dry skin like me in certain areas, this is the one you need to go for. And this is the one that I think is the best of the best. This is the Natural Moisturizing Factors plus phytoceramides. It is thick, it is creamy. There is a slight oiliness to it as well. It's going to give your skin so much hydration and nourishment. It is absolutely phenomenal. It is too heavy for me to use in the morning. However, if I have some really dry, flaky areas around my chin, which is a problem area for me, even though I have an oily T-zone, this is the one that just a tiny amount of this, just dabbed on the areas of dryness, sorts it out immediately. While we're talking about moisturization, I want to talk about a new product that has completely blown me away. I love this. This is the Squalane and Amino Acids Lip Balm, and it is seriously good. Not for evening use for me. I prefer something a little bit stickier for the evening that I know is going to stick around on my lips for an incredibly long amount of time. But for daytime, this is superb. You can apply this before lipstick. You can also top your lipstick off with this to give it a really moisturized and hydrated feel. I really like this. So it's got a lot of squalane in here. It's got those amino acids to really plump and smooth. As soon as I apply this, my lip wrinkles and my dryness disappears, and it gives the most beautiful, smooth, silky feel to my lips. My lips are way softer when I've been using this than before I used it. So much softer. Completely out of stock at the moment. I'm not sure when it's coming back in stock, but it's out of stock for good reason. It's lovely. Earlier, I was talking about skin barrier function and skin barrier health being super important to a skincare routine. If your skin barrier is impaired, your other skincare products aren't going to work to the best of their ability. And sometimes we can go a little bit overboard with a product and find that the next day our skin is a little itchy, a little sore. This is where this product comes in. So if you have really sensitive skin, if your skin gets irritated very quickly, or like I've just said, if you do go overboard with an acid or a vitamin C product and you find that you have irritated your skin a little bit and impaired the skin barrier, I would definitely recommend this every single day of the week. This is the Soothing and Barrier Support Serum, and it is phenomenally good. Even if I have the slight bit of tingling, the slight bit of irritation, as soon as I apply this, my skin is immediately soothed and calmed. And the day after, my skin is improved tenfold. So this has gallic acid derivatives in there to soothe. It's got vitamin B12, which gives it its pink color to reduce any redness that you have on your skin. It's also got a ceramide complex in there, niacinamide 2% to promote and support a healthy moisture barrier, and also to support hydration, and antioxidants in there as well. Now, a lot of people find niacinamide a bit irritating on the skin. A lot of people find it really difficult to tolerate. Now, back in the day when it first came out, I didn't think there were that many people that actually couldn't tolerate niacinamide at high levels. Actually, I was completely wrong. There are so many people that are now really unable to use products with niacinamide in at high concentrations. This is why I think this is such a great formulation. It only has niacinamide in there at 2%. So hopefully this is not going to irritate your skin if you don't like niacinamide. But it also has those benefits of the niacinamide being in there, because niacinamide will work at really quite low levels of concentration. So having this in at 2% will mean that it's not going to irritate your skin, but you're still going to get those benefits. So I just think it is such a well thought out formula, and it definitely works. My mum had a little bit of redness on her neck one day. I'm not quite sure what she'd been using. Maybe she'd been using a new retinol formulation. She came over here, I gave her a little bit of this to try, and she took it home with her immediately because it worked so quickly. While we're in the midst of the good stuff, let's throw in one of the worst products just for giggles, because I have way more good things to talk about in this video than bad. So yeah, one of the worst things that I think The Ordinary has on offer are, and this is a blanket statement, all of the retinoids within squalane solution, whether that be granactive retinoid or a retinol in squalane. I really don't like any of them. I don't think that squalane is a great medium for a retinoid. I'm sure The Ordinary would disagree with me, but these are products that you will never find me recommending on my channel because I just don't like them. They sit on the surface of my skin, they don't absorb very quickly, very difficult to use in relation to a really full, well-rounded evening routine, just because you have to wait for so long because it doesn't penetrate very quickly. I'm just not the best fan at all. I really like the granactive retinoid in emulsion. I think that's a lovely product. It's quite a weak formulation, but I do think that that product works. And if you have seriously dry skin, you may love the squalane formulations with retinoids, but I just don't get it. While we're talking about the worst products, let's have another. This one is the Caffeine Solution 5% Plus EGCG. I really don't like this. I don't think it does anything for my skin at all. This is supposed to be one of those products that is a brightener, that is a depuffer. It's supposed to get rid of any puffiness and any inflammation. A lot of people think that this is going to get rid of their dark circles. All it does for me is dry out my under eyes within an inch of their lives. Has anybody else had a reaction like this with caffeine? I am sensitive to caffeine, so maybe I am talking about it from that perspective. I am very sensitive to caffeine. There are some eye formulations, some eye creams, if they've got a little bit of caffeine in there, usually I do get a bit of dryness and irritation underneath my eyes, so maybe I'm not the best person to be talking about this product. Let me know if you absolutely love the bones of this, because I'm interested to see what you actually get from it, because I think there are better things out on the market that will do a similar job and knock this one out of the water. Let's move on to what I think is The Ordinary's best antioxidant. This is Pycnogenol 5%. I love this. I think it is superb. If you love to use a vitamin C, this works hand in hand with your vitamin C product. It is such a great antioxidant, really potent, sinks into the skin really nicely. It does have a little bit of an oily slip, which I think a lot of people don't like, but also with this, it mixes well with others. So you can apply a little bit of this into your moisturizer to get rid of that oily residue if you're really struggling. I do think this spreads a little better if my skin is already hydrated. So I choose to apply a bit of a hydration mist before applying this if I'm going to be applying it neat. That way I get way more out of this product, and you're only getting 15 mils of this within the bottle. So I like to make this spread as far as it will go. This is such a great all-rounder. It is orange in color. For me, this does not turn my entire skin orange, but if you are concerned about that, again, mix a little bit of this into your moisturizer and you'll have no issues whatsoever with that. I just love this. I think it is superb. Moving back to the worst products, this I'm really struggling with. So this is the hyaluronic acid 2% plus B5. This is a new formulation. They have reformulated the old formula. I do think the new formula is better than the old formula in the sense that it is less gloopy, it absorbs a little better, it leaves less of a tacky residue on the surface of the skin once it has absorbed. However, although we're moving in the right direction, this is not in this portion of the video because it's a bad formula. It's in this portion of the video because I just don't think it is necessary for you to spend your money on a hyaluronic acid serum. You're just wasting your time. And you may be applying this incorrectly, so you may actually be dehydrating your skin rather than hydrating your skin. I don't think anybody needs to be applying a standalone hyaluronic acid serum. If you have a well-rounded skincare routine, you're more than likely going to be applying a moisturizer at the end of your skincare routine, and that moisturizer 10 times out of 10 is going to have hydrating ingredients in there that are going to do the same as if you applied a hyaluronic acid serum. It's going to have some sort of hyaluronic acid in there or some sort of glycerin in there to hydrate and plump the skin. I know I said earlier that I really didn't like all the retinoid products from The Ordinary that are in a squalane solution. This is my top pick for wrinkle annihilation. This is such a great product. This is the Retinol 0.2% emulsion, and it is superb. This is wonderful for so many different reasons, and it's for multiple people. So I wouldn't recommend that you jump into this if you've never tried a retinoid before, because it's super strong and you may get negative side effects. I do have a full video where I review this product, who it's for, give you advice on how to apply it. I will link that up here for you, and I'll also put it at the end of this video if you want to give that a watch, because there's lots of information about this product in there. I do think this is superb. If you're not wanting to step up to a prescription retinoid because maybe you don't want anything that aggressive, or you maybe don't want to be shelling out for a subscription of that retinoid product every single month, this is the next best thing. I use a prescription retinoid on my face. However, I use this on my neck, I use it on my chest. I've had zero irritation whatsoever with this product, and I am getting results. I have tech neck because I'm constantly looking down at my phone or at my computer, so I do have those lines across my neck, and I have noticed that those lines have softened since I've been using this product. Another brand new product from The Ordinary which has blown me away is the Saccharomyces Ferment 30% milky toner. This is unbelievably good and seriously gentle. If you're wanting very gentle exfoliation, but an exfoliator that gets the job done whilst not stripping anything or irritating your skin, this is the one. It is unreal. So the key ingredient is 30% concentration of Saccharomyces ferment, which is a yeast ferment technology with 3% fermented N-acetylglucosamine, otherwise known as NAG. Now, NAG exfoliates the skin's surface to help smooth uneven texture and to help boost the radiance of the skin. So this is going to be suitable for those of you with a sensitive skin. If you've never been able to exfoliate your skin with an exfoliating acid before, and you find standalone facial scrubs a little bit too aggressive, try this one out, because I really don't think you'll be disappointed. I definitely wasn't. Let's move back to the worst products. This is one of the first vitamin C's that I ever used on my skin, and I didn't really know what a vitamin C was supposed to feel like when I first tried this out. And I sort of put up with it because I thought I was supposed to like it, but actually I despise this product. Ugh. Really don't like it. This is the vitamin C suspension, 23% plus hyaluronic acid spheres, 2%. So many reasons why I really don't like this product. The texture is just off. It's really thick, but it's also quite gritty to the touch. Really don't like that. It's just so unnecessary. There are some great vitamin C products on the market. You don't have to have that gritty texture. It feels like there's sand in the formula, which really irritates my skin. Also, the strength of this is super strong. Not very many people can tolerate vitamin C at this higher level, and some people can, and if you can, that's absolutely fantastic, but this isn't the formula that I would point you towards if you want something that is super strong. It's just not. I think there are better formulas out there. This is definitely not it. If you have problematic skin, or you have had problematic skin in the past and you have post-acne marks on your skin that you want to reduce and completely get rid of, these next couple of products are going to be for you. So first up, if you still have problematic skin, if you are still getting quite a few breakouts, if you've got some skin congestion, this is a really gentle formulation that I would recommend for you. So this is the Balancing and Clarifying Serum. It does everything within its power to rid you of those breakouts and skin congestion, but it does it in a very gentle way. This is such a lovely product. It's got some great ingredients in there. The formula is really smooth. It's very liquidy. It sinks into the skin immediately without leaving an oily residue on the surface. Very comfortable product to use. So if you do have blemish prone or congestion prone skin, definitely recommend this. It's a great product. If you've had problematic skin in the past and you still have post-acne marks on the skin, which can be so debilitating, you don't have those breakouts anymore and you're feeling lucky, but you're still looking in the mirror and seeing the after effects, then this is the product that I would definitely steer you towards. This is the Aloe 2% plus NAG 2% solution, and it will help to reduce those acne marks and get you back to a more even skin tone. This will also help to reduce redness and inflammation, reduce the appearance of pores on the skin, and it will also help to even out your skin texture whilst looking after the skin barrier. So it's a really gentle product to use, but it's gonna get you results. Let's move back to the worst products. This to me, I just don't get. This is the 100% L-ascorbic acid powder. I have no idea why everybody wants to play chemist these days and has done for the last few years. I am not a chemist. I am not qualified to be a chemist, nor do I want to be qualified as a chemist. I don't want that responsibility on my shoulders every single morning and every single evening when I'm making up my formula. I don't want that. Having a powder that you have to mix into some sort of liquid or moisturizer is not conducive to consistent strength. You are not going to be able to be consistent with this day in, day out because you don't have a chemist scale. And unless you have a chemist scale, you're not going to know that you're putting exactly the same amount of L-ascorbic acid powder within your solutions every single day. You're also not going to be able to measure how much of the mixing agent you're going to be using, whether that be a moisturizer or a serum with this product, or just plain water. So I just don't think this is conducive for consistency, and your skin likes a stable skincare routine. It's going to like you to be consistent, and you're just not going to be able to be consistent with this 100%. So I know I've already mentioned the retinol 0.2% emulsion, which I think is absolutely fantastic for reducing fine lines, reducing wrinkles, increasing elasticity in the skin, smoothing out skin texture, but I want to touch on a few more products that will do a similar thing. They're not as strong as that, they're slightly more gentle on the skin, so it may suit a lot more people. First up, we've got the multi-peptide plus copper peptide 1% serum. Absolutely fantastic formula. I have used the entire bottle and then started to try out the copper amino isolate serum from Neod, which I fell in love with, and I've repurchased this one rather than repurchasing the one from The Ordinary. However, if you don't really want to spend this much, because it is a lot for one particular serum, then The Ordinary's serum is the way to go because it's going to offer you very similar benefits. This is a blue solution. It's not going to turn your face blue. You don't have to worry about that. This is very, very liquidy. It sinks into the skin effortlessly, and within seconds your skin is dry. Honestly, my skin drinks this in. It absolutely loves it. I did consider including the multi-peptide eye serum within my best products from The Ordinary category. However, I'm not going to do that. And I'm not going to do that for good reason. So this has caffeine within the solution. I think it's the only ingredient in here that is really targeted for that under eye area. And I think because you only get 15 mils of this, there is a better formula. And that is the multi-peptide plus hyaluronic acid serum. Now, this used to be called Buffet, and I love it. It has been slightly reformulated, and I just think it's superb. To be honest, I don't see any difference to the original, so whether they've just changed the name of this or whether they've reformulated it, I don't actually know, but I don't see any difference to the original formula. This has everything in it that you need, and you can apply this around the eye area as well. It doesn't have caffeine in there, so if you do like the caffeine in the eye serum, then continue on with that one. But for me, this is just as good, if not better. It's definitely better for me because it doesn't contain the caffeine and it gives me all those ingredients, all those beautiful peptides that are going to help plump and smooth and decrease those fine lines and wrinkles. It's also got hydrating ingredients in there as well to make sure that my skin is really hydrated and supple. Just really like it. Really, really like this, and I think it does everything I need and more. Another product that I actually don't have in front of me, I've used it all up and then I've not repurchased it, and now I'm questioning why I haven't repurchased this. I really don't know, because it is a fantastic product. This is the Argireline solution 10%, definitely deserves its place in one of the best products that The Ordinary has on offer. This is Botox in a bottle. It's not going to give you the same results as if you were to go out and have Botox, but it's the next best thing. This will soften a little bit the movement that you have in very movable areas, like the crow's feet areas, like the forehead, like the 11s in between the brows. If you have very movable upper lip, this will also work to just soften the movement that you have in your upper lip as well. Now, why is that so beneficial? Why do we want to stop our faces from moving as much? Well, if we stop our faces from moving, we're not creasing our skin in exactly the same areas as dramatically as we were before. If that is the case, then our other skincare products can get to work and reverse those creases that you already have there. So Argireline is also really good for those people who have already had Botox. If you're having Botox every 3 months and you're wanting to maybe push that to every 4 months to get a little bit more for your money, Argireline will help you increase the longevity of your Botox so you don't have to have it as often. So I really, really like this product. I think it's absolutely superb. If you're not wanting a standalone Argireline product, and I have done a full video on Argireline and how to apply it to your skin, where to apply it to your skin to get the best results, then the multipeptide plus hyaluronic acid serum actually includes a little bit of Argireline within the formula. So you may already be using Argireline on your skin. If you're wanting to boost that and increase the strength of that a little bit though, adding the standalone Argireline 10% solution to those movable areas will really help boost that wrinkle reduction. And finally, let's end this on a sour note. Let's finish off the worst products list. This is the high spreadability fluid primer. I think I threw this away. I think I disliked it so much. It had the weirdest smell to it. It smelled like petrol. This also, although it did smooth out my skin, softened my fine lines and wrinkles, it didn't make my makeup last any longer. In fact, quite the opposite. My makeup slid off my skin. Completely just slid off. You could see it happening throughout the day. So although I think this is going to suit some people, it definitely wasn't for me. And it's not gonna be for everyone, this. I didn't have the best experience at all. I also don't think that the dropper bottle is right for this sort of product. I understand why they used a dropper bottle for this, because they use dropper bottles for a lot of their products, so they'll have already had that within the warehouse, and they just thought, oh, we'll just fill it full of this primer and people can use it from the dropper. It just doesn't quite work. So yeah, I would have liked to have seen it in a different container, but even if it had been in a different container, would I have liked it? No. No. So that's it. They are my top picks and my not picks from The Ordinary, the best and the worst in my opinion. I'd love to hear from you though. What are your best and worst products from The Ordinary that you have ever tried? Please let me know in the comment section. I have linked all of the products in the description box for ease of access. All the links are affiliate links, so if you do click on them and decide to go shopping, I will earn a small amount of commission. Always like to keep it real on this channel, keep it transparent. I have linked a couple of videos over here, so if you have have enjoyed this video, try clicking on one of those. I'm sure you'll like those as well. Please don't forget to like and subscribe before you leave. Hope to see you all in the next video. Bye everyone.